As we celebrate production of our 500th television show and more than 40 years of pioneering work in TV,
hi, Wally. How you doing?
travel with us along one portion of the long road that has taken us to where we are today.
Wally?
What I want to do is explain to you the effects that the moon has on big trophy fish. Along
the way, we dig deep into the In-Fisherman archives. Let's look at our connection, on your behalf, to fishing for the walleye, a fish that has always been central to the success of In-Fisherman in print and on TV.
The term moon magic, I would sure say, is appropriate for today's fishing activities, wouldn't you?
While In-Fisherman has always been all about understanding and being able to catch everything that swims,
man, there we go.
There's no denying that the walleye is a central target fish species for a core group of magazine readers and television viewers. True, largemouth and smallmouth bass remain more popular overall. So too the larger fish group known as panfish, including perch, bluegills, white bass, and especially crappies. But the walleye stands at the center of the In-Fisherman universe in many respects, because our home base in north central Minnesota, right on the banks of the upper Mississippi, is in the heart of walleye country. A bit of background before we begin a deep dive into our archives. In-Fisherman founders, brothers Al and Ron Linder, are, previous to any connection to In-Fisherman, innovative angler lure developers, working for the Lindy Tackle Company.
And take him on a Lindy worm from Lindy Little Joe.
They spend much of their time around 1970 barnstorming the Midwest, promoting their soon-to-be famous creation, the live bait rigging called the Lindy Rig. The main target fish is, of course, the walleye. All the while, though, the boys are thinking on a grander scale, envisioning the introduction of a magazine that systematically teaches anglers the secrets to fishing success. It's 1975 when In-Fisherman magazine rolls out to enthusiastic acceptance among a cadre of hardcore anglers. The first issues are called study reports, and indeed, they are. It isn't until a bit later that the study reports transition into a more contemporary magazine format. But there's more to come, as the first In-Fisherman television specials, as they're called at the time, play in early 1979 as 4 one-hour specials on select broadcast stations around North America. Naturally, the primary fish species are North Country fish, pike, largemouth bass, smallmouths, muskies, panfish, and particularly the walleye. In-Fisherman is transforming into a communications network.
6 years in the running, the Walleye Guide, a real success story.
The first in the outdoor industry to produce, in combination, magazines, radio, books, videos, and television.
Oh, man, that should just about be everything, especially with the coffee. You can't forget the coffee. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the In-Fisherman Specials. My name is Al Linder. For the next hour, I'll be your host on today's show.
On TV, the focus is on cutting-edge tactics of the day. While live bait rigging in the manner of the Lindy rig is fundamental to early-day fishing for walleyes, In-Fisherman is also pioneering tactics with artificial lures. Jigs are part of the program, with early-day hair jigs putting their share of fish in the boat. Curly tail creations play a big role. Sassy shad bodies are introduced in the late 1970s and become increasingly effective as various paddle tail swim baits catch lots of big fish from one corner of North America to the other.
I tell you, the bigger the better for night fishing. You gotta keep casting.
Indeed, In-Fisherman editors are the primary reason that paddle tail swim baits become a mainstay walleye lure category, as important as crankbaits, as spinner rigging, or any other walleye presentation. Of course, early on, stick baits like the floating rapala, and a bit later, suspending stick baits like the husky jerk are also making their mark. Shad wraps are so immediately popular upon introduction as to actually be rented out from bait shops for a morning of fishing. Bottom bouncers hit the scene along with spinner rigs in many different forms as In-Fisherman explores fishing in the Dakotas.
And I don't care where you fish, Clearwater lakes at night, do they work?
They work.
Hey, the proof is in the pudding.
This segment brought to you by Eagle Claw, world's most innovative hook company.